One of the things that's really stood out for me, because it's a little thing that does get to me,
Yeah.
is
I'm in trouble, Russell.
no. You're introducing legislation to look at the complaints about the behaviour and capacity of judges and magistrates.
Yeah,
Our judicial system.
Judicial Commission,
is
it's called. Yeah.
something that we get, very upset about the police.
Yes.
They do their job. They get them in front of the judge, and then everything seems to
The sentences
awry.
don't seem to meet community expectations. So it's the
Yeah.
judges being judged here.
Yeah, well, in which case, I don't have a lot of joy for you in that context. So the Judicial Commission is about the conduct of judges, not the judgments they make. Although ultimately, if there's a judge that is conducting themselves in an unprofessional manner, not fulfilling their obligations as a judge, it provides a mechanism for the community to be able to respond to that. So it's not an appeal mechanism.
No, but it's still but it's still good to look at how they go about their business.
It's the judge's judge.
Yeah.
And we think it's an important reform just to make sure that we continue to meet community expectations, that our judicial system is performing at the level we expect it.
Yeah,
They're getting judged the way we're getting judged. In
well,
a way.
I'm no expert, but I feel like sometimes they're in the job for too long and they get too complain. They don't see the horror the way we see the horror. I don't know.
And that is a great example of why we think it's important to have another layer of accountability, just so people can have that level of confidence in our justice system.
Another bit of news that's come out just recently. You guys are apparently it's been called the biggest shake-up to the waitlist for public housing in seven decades. I guess the question begs, why so long?
Yeah, no, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, it's ultimately the housing waitlist is just that. It's an orderly queue.
But it's getting longer, isn't it?
It is. I mean,
and longer.
And housing's one of our biggest challenges that we have. But of course, there's people on the housing wait list that we want to get to sooner. People who are in a domestic violence situation, people who've got health issues. So what we want to be able to do is to interrogate that list and make sure that those people who are a higher priority in relation to housing get to a social and affordable home sooner than others. So this is, as you say, it's a big shake-up in relation to the way we do it. For decades, all we've done is just put someone at the back of the queue and waited until they got to the front. We think that there's a better way you can do this, a more just way that you can do this to ensure that the system works better.
And is that just due to the pressure, the fact that the list is blowing out? I mean, it has blown out over recent times.
Yeah, and look, I think over the last couple of decades, governments of all persuasions have taken their foot off the pedal in terms of social housing, and that's put us in the situation now where we're a bit behind the eight ball. And it's another reason why we're investing. I think we're over $10 billion now in social homes to continue to make sure they've got that build and the maintenance of older stock to ensure that we can continue to house people.
We're going to have the tradies to build them?
Well, and as you would have seen in the media reports today, we are fastest growing population in the country.
We are.
And that is all about our focus on bringing tradies from the East Coast and from overseas to make sure we've got those construction workers that we need. Our economy is continuing to grow. It's the fastest growing, strongest economy in the nation at the moment. We need those construction workers to continue to make sure we've got the skills and the workforce we need to do the housing build, of course, but obviously there's always really big industrial developments taking place which continue to soak up that construction workful as well.
Now, what about this one? Facial recognition technology being rolled out. People get really weird about this. I know, but I tend to think,
hands up. Yep, I'm amongst them.
but I kind of think that if you haven't done anything wrong, who cares?
Because ultimately people are concerned about their privacy.
I know, but you don't care what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not that.
You're so boring.
They're not that important.
I'm not picking that fight, Russell. Look,
she's got a scarf on today. That's something different.
So what this is a police-initiated operational trial, which is the first in Australia. It's basically utilising technology which we've seen applied in the UK with remarkable success.
Oh, yeah.
So essentially,
I watch the crime shows.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So essentially what this is a van that will sit in a particular precinct. There might be a lot of people there. It might be a particular event.
Might be Northbridge.
Maybe. But it'll be very clearly labelled. If you're walking walking through this area, you're on camera.
Okay.
And it will only look, and I checked this technology out earlier this week. It only looks at people that meet the algorithms of someone who is, there's an arrest warrant out.
Yeah, you don't have time to look at everyone.
Someone that's in the wrong place. There might be a court order that they don't go to that particular area.
Yeah.
And in the UK, they've had remarkable success picking up, sexual predators that are in precincts where they shouldn't be, things of that nature. And we really interrogated the police to say, look, okay, so what happens to this data? And they are absolutely committed to making sure that there's no leakage of that data. It doesn't get out of the van. It's deleted at the end of the session, and it is only loaded up for those people for which there is an outstanding either arrest warrant or some conditions around their movements.
So it's not like one of those CIA vans in the movies where all of a sudden they come bursting out of the back.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Because they're sitting in there with all the TV screens. That's him.
And again, I saw the technology for the person operating it. Everyone else is pixelated. Yeah. I mean, so if you're walking past these cameras, it will take a look at you, and the algorithms will say this is a match. In which case, then the operator will be able to see the person.
Yep.
Yeah. If there's no match, the individual remains pixelated.
There you go. You'll be pixelated because you're boring.
I will be.
You're boring, Lisa. You're fine.
This is my point.
Well, long live that. Yeah,
exactly.
Let us
I'm
all
getting
not be
older. I want to be pixelated. I want to be shot through gauze.
So it's a trial. It's just a trial.
Just
we're
trial.
going to check the technology out, make sure that we have that oversight, make sure that the data is respected from a privacy point of view.
Yeah.
But look, if it helps us to catch more bad people, that's a good thing.